life today. It doesn't matter what they say.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in Red Lotus Life. Oh my gosh, it has been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been in here live in this way and have had guests in here. I'm so excited. Hold on, let me get all the technical stuff situated. Okay, it looks like we have someone here already watching. Please let me know. Can you see us okay? Can you hear us okay? Say hello as you're joining. Okay, I think we are going to get just even if it's a thumbs up or a heart or something like that, just letting me know that you can hear us. Jen and Tamara, would you mind also saying something so we can see if we can hear you?
Hello.
Oh,
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yay. Okay. I think we're good. So I think they'll tell us if we are not good. Okay, so this is a super special Lotus Live. I'm really excited to start getting into the group again and start scheduling these events in here. It's time. We're starting to move into this whole new era, as you know. We've been talking about it for a while, and I'm really excited to start bringing in again the people who are here to support everyone as we move into this new timeline, into these new energies. And you know me, as always, I just really enjoy bringing people together, and I enjoy having all these different types of ways of healing and modalities and just all the things available to everyone, because every single person resonates differently to different modalities, even like talk therapy, or we'll say body talk therapy, sound therapy, the spiral, human design. I mean, all of it, channeling, all of it. So that is what this group is about. For those of you who are new to this group, and we have a lot of people in here who support this and are pracs and therapists and all the things. And then we also have people in here that are just like you, that are seeking it. And I love it because I literally have an online Rolodex I think it's in the guide section. If you go and take a look there, I will add everyone. I'll add Jen and Tamara also to this Rolodex after we get done so that you can get in touch with them too. But there is this online Rolodex of all of this wisdom and knowledge and ways to heal just at your fingertips here in this group. So thank you for joining us today. All right, so this one is super special. I'm really excited to bring these two beautiful women into the Red Lotus Life group and to introduce them. Jen, I think, has been in the group for a little while now. Mm-hmm. And Tamara, she's just such a bright light. I'm so excited to bring her in and introduce mm-hmm. her. Mm-hmm. So these are part of the women. It's not all three. There's three women of the Golden Light Compass, and this is two of them. I was able to wrangle two of them to come in here at one time. So the other one, if you saw the event that I created the other day, it will do a part 2 that will have Cheryl, and she's amazing. So we'll have Cheryl and Jen in that one. So you'll definitely want to come back. But for now, I would love to introduce the two of these amazing women who I just have to say that I love what I do because I'm able to meet so many different people in this world like you. So this is Jen Torres of She's a God podcast, and this is Tamara Moyher with High Vibe TV. And I adore each of you so much. So I would like to, first of all, if you could tell a little bit about yourself. And I think we'll go with Tamara first, if that's okay. And then Tamara, do you mind handing it off to Jen just to share a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do and all the things.
All the things. Well, I'm go with Tamara G. I'm on High Vibe TV, but I've had a private practice as Tamara Jean Life for nearly 30 years. And I started out in the health and wellness field. So I have been in the more holistic alternative field, beginning with body work and, moving into energy work and craniosacral therapy, aromatherapy, so all of the essential oils and some herbal remedies and crystals have always been a big part of my practice. And so through all of it, I've worked on literally thousands of people over the last 3 decades, and really assisting in some very deep healing and transformative processes that have ultimately resulted in a reconnection into their soul and who they are, and really support and empower them in really creating the life that they want to experience, that their soul came here to experience, and also in that higher purpose, in meaning, in being here. And throughout my entire life, I've had my psychic gifts and having conscious memories since I was 1 year old. And so I've been very awake for now the last 50 years through my own processes and journey. And now really being able to, I've been with High Vibe TV for, I think it's going on like about 6 years now, but still maintain my private practice. And that platform has allowed me to meet amazing people such as yourself and Jen and Cheryl, and connect with those to be able to show up and continue to share at that next level and that bigger level, to reach more souls, to help guide and connect and empower and support. And so now moving more into the journey of the soul, more than I retired from body work just last year, but I do still do distance energy work and a lot with crystals. Mm-hmm. As we're moving into a time of nature's technology in moving into the future. And so really bringing that more into our normal daily lives, and work with as a tool, as a modality into healing. And but into my soul readings, or I don't really call them readings, the sessions, as I'm connecting with one's soul and really helping them to open them up to their soul gifts. And in doing that, there's a lot that goes into that. I bring in your astrology, both natal chart and current transits, because I believe that is very helpful in navigating through. It's really like a map, and how those placements and those star connections and how they correlate with your unique soul blueprint, right? And bringing that awareness to people, because we're in such a very interesting and exciting time. And so that's what I really focus on right now, and collaborating, joining forces with women such as you guys and with Cheryl, and bringing so much wisdom, sharing so much wisdom and that divinity to really help others through this journey that is just so near and dear to my heart. Mm-hmm. And in how we are working together, Jen is such a brilliant piece in being an expert, which I'll hand off to here in a second. And with the human design and your genius and just in everything that of how spirit, the universe designed you specifically to really walk through this world in a powerful way. Mm-hmm. And, and in my unique way, do that too. But I would love for Jen to share how beautifully she does that.
Do you mind if I'm sorry? Do you mind if I interrupt for just 1 second? Because I was like, I love how you were talking about connecting to that soul blueprint, right? To have that soul blueprint. So I have a question. Do you mind if I ask it?
Yeah.
So when you talk about, I have not had a session with Tamara yet, and I'm really looking forward to getting one with her because I'm kind of one of those people that I am a master at few things, but I know a little about a lot of things. That's what I'm trying to say. I know a little about a lot of things, and then I master like a few things. When it comes to the cosmic energies, I used to actually run my business by using what's happening in the stars and everything. So I 100% believe that around the cosmic energies and the transits and everything being connected to the soul blueprint. So is that what you're referring to, that type of thing?
Yeah. Like there is what I call every soul like has a star map that matches specific codes or points within the soul's blueprint, like it, right, lines up. And that is about with your soul gifts. It aligns with your soul gifts.
So good. I think we've been so conditioned to not connect with our soul gifts. And every time we do, we're told, that's not right. Right. Especially with here in Red Lotus Life, we've really focused on domestic violence. And so a lot of that actually happens in domestic, like the gaslighting, right? You're in your intuition, you're in your soul gift. And then all of a sudden you're being told by somebody else, like, nope, that's not real. Nope, that's not real. It's not real. Nope. I mean, it's just so prominent in this area. So I think this is beautiful that's your life's work, is connecting people to those soul gifts and connecting them authentically in that way. And it's almost like you talked about the map, right? The map of, no, this is the path. This is the way to go, and not straying off and being firm in that too.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Sorry, Jen, go ahead.
Thank you, Tamara. Oh my God, what a beautiful introduction into everything that you do. Yeah, I mean, my journey was similar. Like when I was, the way that I really got into doing what I do now is it started out with just a whole lot of health problems, like in my mid-20s, and, just like gut issues, fatigue, insomnia, like all of the things. And all of that really stemmed from like just going super hard in my life with like work and school and all of the things, because like I had my daughter when I was really young. I was only 15 when I got pregnant. And so I remember just my mom was like, this is either going to make you or break you. And I was just like, that like stuck with me forever, because I was like, okay, I'm like, I can survive this for sure, and I come from a really, I live in Wisconsin. My family's like a really like blue collar family. My mom had like a small, like little daycare. My dad was a high school security guard. So like, I come from just like really low income, middle class, happy, religious family. So coming up from that, I just realized really early, like, okay, I'm going to have to make this happen. And I knew I was just going to have to do it on my own. So from a really young age, I just put my feet to the ground and got that shit done, like went to school, graduated, went to college, did all of the things. And what ended up happening is I just destroyed my body. Like I destroyed my health. I was just like, by the time I turned like 26, I like had to completely cut everything out of my diet because I just could not hold anything. Like, it was just so bad. So it started there, and I was just like, decided that, you know, I dedicated, you know, 17, 18 years, all of these years toward raising this beautiful girl. And I was like, now I'm like destroyed, and I need to like figure out my mind, my body, and my soul. And it was a time too where I just felt like I had no purpose in my life. Like, even though I was a mom and my daughter was awesome and she like graduated with honors and all the things, I was just like super happy. But at the same time, I was like, what is my life? Like, what am I supposed to be doing like forever? And I felt empty inside. So I felt empty, and I was sick, and I was tired, super tired. So I just went on this, I just made a decision. I was like, she was old enough to finally start like doing her own thing. So I was like, I feel like every mom can relate to that moment when they realize that like their kid is like making their own breakfast and like getting up on their own and getting themselves dressed. And suddenly you feel like, oh, like I can like maybe sleep an extra hour and know the house isn't going to start on fire. So I just remember that. And I just was thinking like, okay, like she's getting older, like I'm getting sick, and like I hate my life and I have no purpose. So it really did start with my health. And I started listening to like health podcasts and like trying to get really healthy and just like eliminating things from my diet. And then I started meditating, and that's when I really like stepped into spirituality and like my spiritual path and like my soul mission and all of those things. And right away, like within that first year of really taking ownership of my mind, body, and my soul, I found human design. And that was the one thing that everything stuck with me, but nothing stuck with me the same way human design did, because it was the first time. I just remember the first reading that I got with human design reading, which I've had several because we'll get into it, but human design is very layered. So you can get a reading several times and it can be completely different. You just learn more and more, the more you learn about your design. So I just remember that first time that I got a reading done, and I was just like, I knew it, you know, I was like, I am not like meant to be doing things like this. And I knew I had all of these gifts. And many of those gifts that I do have, I was actually using them in their lowest vibration. So I want to start talking about right now, and then I'll bring it full circle, a little bit about what human design is. If you don't know what human design is, it's basically the science of the auric field. So it's going to tell you how you're designed to use your energy every single day. And then it can get really, really deep from there. So the first thing I like to suggest people do is to pull your human design chart online. If you've never done this before, you can do it for free. It doesn't cost anything. You could just Google like free human design chart. And my two favorite websites to go to are jovianarchive.com. And maybe I'll just put them in the comments below. And
I'm doing it right now, actually.
Of course you are. Lori's so efficient. mybodygraph.com. And Jovian Archive is a bit easier to look at if it's the first time you're looking at your human design chart. And then mybodygraph.com is going to be a little bit more detailed, but you'll get more information if you go to that website. From there, if you'd like, you can book a human design reading, and I always recommend that. And that is what I'm offering within the Golden Light Compass container that Lori, Tamara, and Cheryl and I have joined energies to create this beautiful container. So learning the design though was really a deeper understanding of how I'm designed to sort of show up and use my energy. And many people who are in this container are probably people who are on the spiritual path. And one thing that we sort of learn right away is that everything is energy and we are these energy beings. So it's interesting because with human design, what it does is it actually gives you a deeper understanding of what we mean when that is said. And it goes into the neutrino system, which is like a whole other science-based thing in human design. That's all about, it's literally proof that everything is energy. So when you're honoring your human design, essentially what you're doing is you're living by your energetic blueprint. So every day when your body wakes up and when you wake up in the morning, you're making a conscious choice to use your energy by your strategy and your authority in human design. And you understanding your strategy and your authority in human design is just going to be that compass that sort of guides your energy into how you're designed to use your energy so that you can be most magnetic to the life that you deeply desire. What's so interesting too, which I love about human design, is it really does believe that like we're not actually here to meet resistance in this life. Because if you think about it, we are energy. Everything around us is energy. If we're living by our energetic blueprint, then we are living in divine timing. We're living in divinely led in our life. So just having this understanding of your energetic blueprint is going to be that aspect of your journey that's going to put you on the path to deeply understanding how to stay in alignment with everything that you want to create in your life. It also gives you permission to live the way you always have wanted to live in your life, which is what I was saying before, is usually when I'll do a reading for someone, one of the first things they say are like, oh my God, I know that. Like, I've always known I was designed to use my energy in this way. It's just that I didn't know I could. Because from the time that we're children, we're raised to believe that like, we have to do this life of a 9 to 5. We have to get up at this time. We have to go to sleep at this time. We have to eat at this time. We have to live in this way. All of that is not true. It's BS. You have your own specific energetic blueprint, and you are designed to live your life in a way of energetic alignment so that you can live in ease and grace and be magnetic to all that you desire, so that you're not spending, 18 years of your life or more hustling, especially this is a thing more for women, but hustling like a man or something like that, trying to make things happen and then killing yourself in the process, literally destroying your body and your mind and then eventually your soul. So for me, it was a mind, body, soul experience. Eventually getting to my human design, understanding it, and then being able to pass that knowledge onto my clients and people who are wanting to live more authentically, wanting to live more in alignment with everything that they desire. And before we got on this call, Lori and Tamara and I were talking about the people of Red Lotus Life and what could the golden light compass be for people who are in this container. And for me, the first thing that came to mind is that with all of the gifts that each one of us are bringing to this offering, the ultimate roadmap, ultimately for me, what I feel is that it's ultimately giving you your power back. And it's power that you never lost, but it's actually just more of a journey of remembrance of like what you actually hold on the inside, and being able to realign yourself with that energy through Tamara's soul blueprint, through your energetic blueprint, through your human design, through your genius in human design, through your primary health system in human design. And in those ways, and through Cheryl's divine iconology, and you will meet her next week, and through her beautiful insight as a projector in human design into your life, and then all of the emotional clearing that Lori offers through the beautiful technology and the tools of the spiral modality, all of that coming together to be the golden compass, to be the ultimate roadmap, to get you to what closer to who you're here to be, essentially, and who you've always been. And it's just a beautiful thing to be able to join energies with these women and serve in a way that I know is going to be deeply impactful. So I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm just really grateful to bring human design to this container.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. Like, this is beyond excitement. Everybody who is in this group knows that I don't just bring anybody in. And I definitely, I always bring in the people that they can know, love, and trust. And so even just doing all of this and bringing you in has been amazing. We have actually quite a few human design readers in the group, but what I'd like to say is that this is the beauty of having something like this. When I talk about Red Lotus Life and the resources, is because everybody resonates with somebody different. I've known Jen for a few years now, and I've watched her grow and expand and become this expert in human design. And there's also, like, everyone has their own genius with it too, right? And their own transmission as they're doing this work. So I am really excited even for the human design readers in here and those who are interested in human design to ask questions, because Jen, I don't know if you actually saw, but I tagged you. I actually tagged you in our spiral group.
Okay.
Because, and I'm just going to say, Aniva's in this group too. And in that group, she is also a human design reader, but she was asking about the PHS system in another group. And so I screenshotted it and put it into the spiral group because I know the two of you are in there. And I was like, hey, so go check it out.
Okay, I will.
That's the thing, is that human design readers specialize in their own different areas too, right? You know, you can be a reader, but you are reading, like she does relationships. So that's what's going on there. And she was asking about PHS stuff. But I love that you shared all of that about yourself, because this is exactly the type of members that we have here in this group, are the people who they go out and they put their feet to the ground and they just start moving, right? They just start. And where you talked about the hustle, or that is something that's very real. Also, I love, Tamara, that you know a lot about the body, because that breakdown happens. That's real. We have a lot of people here in the group too who have these physical issues, and they're seeking support in those ways as well, because I don't like to offend the therapists here in the group, but talk therapy didn't resonate with me. And I was starting to develop some of these same symptoms, especially, we all know, we talk about it all the time here in the group about how emotions stay in the body and different things like that. And our body is such a beautiful vessel to show us where things are breaking down, where we need to shift into alignment, where we, even receiving messages, our intuition, the body contracting, expanding, just all the things, all of that. So I love that you even spoke on that, and that you were able to find this healing journey for you, because you have been such a powerhouse in the last couple of years too, just with the podcast and the lifestyle brand that you are developing, and just everything. Golden Light Compass. I've actually heard about Golden Light Compass for a while now. And so it's been beautiful to even be invited into the group and be able to support in this first round of the Ultimate Roadmap. So that actually brings me to, how was the Golden Light Compass created? Because there's so many people here in the group that do like to do, they do have their own collaborations, or they have their own visions of what they'd like to do. And then there's others that are going, how do I even get started even connecting with a vision? So I would love to hear, how did Golden Light Compass come about?
I'll go again. So the three of us ended up, so I've known Cheryl. She's been a client of mine for, I think it's been at least 2 years now, maybe roughly. And more like coaching, mentoring with her. And we took together, I introduced her to actually Jennifer Ashira, and an online event that she was having. And so she was having this light leadership training, and we had both felt called to that. And then that came, and we're on there, and I remember seeing Jen, and I was like, because I read energy very well. That is one of my main gifts, is I do have this innate wisdom of the ages. And I do see it now, how I bring to light the ancient knowledge within you. And so I'm always receiving information of how things work, like even in the metaverse, right? And all the way down to this finite point in time and space. And so understanding of how that all works, I can read someone's energy very quickly. And I was like, yep, I know her. And the alignment and the clarity, and felt very connected. And it was actually Cheryl that also, right, being the projector, excellent projector that she is, honed in on this connection also, and just created this like little group Voxer with the three of us. And this was only just a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah. And so we just kind of came and we just really resonated and had a very strong soul sister connection. One that, and I'm sure everyone, in this group has experienced, where I call it the sister wound, and actually feel authentic support and just unconditional love and empowerment from another woman is, and especially for me, is just huge.
Yeah.
And because I've had so much experience of the opposite of that a lot of my life since I was very, very young. And so it was really profound and actually healing for me to be in their presence and in their energy and connect so deeply in this way and so quickly. But we're in those times, like, right, this is no more dress rehearsal for where we are at as a collective, like the time is now. And so in then connecting and sharing what each of our gifts are, like, this would be really powerful. And we started sharing about, wouldn't it be great, because there's going to need to be support and connection in where we are going, to provide guidance, be that beacon of light, and that we all really resonate in the higher frequencies and have great clarity in seeing where it's going, and to be able to do it in the way and be expressed through our gifts and how we know, and be solid and strong in that knowing and aligned with that truth. And so that's when we really started the creation of the ultimate roadmap came into being.
I'm going to ask about that in a little bit. I'm so excited to ask about this part too, but keep going.
So it's been a beautiful, amazing journey so far, with Jen and Cheryl, and then Jen's like, and then there's, how there's just like, there's another piece to this puzzle. And that would is like that final component to really bring it to its fullness, to its maximum potential. And that's where you came in, Lori. And it's just like, yes, it was an immediate yes. And so,
oh, that's so amazing. I love this. I love it on so many levels, because I came in kind of late, right? I came in kind of late to what we're going to go more into this, so everyone will know more about what we're talking about. But I came in late into the Golden Compass and what they're doing, the free live events that you are doing right now. And I don't mean late into it, but just kind of like, okay, we have a week. We're going live in a week. That type of thing. And it was so fun, because for me also, it was an immediate yes. It's just connecting in, right? And being like, yep, this is it. And then being in this with you all and supporting you all as you do this, I had no idea this was a recent collaborate. Like, I didn't realize it was a recent, like within the last couple of months of like, okay, because just what you said, it's so much flow. And having that sisterhood wound, I think all women have. And it's so beautiful because I feel like we're actually moving out of that.
Right.
I feel like we're moving out of this old way of whatever that was. I have a lot of thoughts on that, but that's not what this is about. That's a whole nother Lotus Life. But it's been so beautiful and refreshing to be with women who are here to serve. Like, you are very solid in who you are. You know exactly your values and how you are serving. In fact, after that first live event, then I'm going to invite all of you too. I haven't invited everyone yet. Well, maybe I did, but I haven't officially. This is an official invite. But we were so busy serving the community that we completely forgot to even tell them why they were there. We were so busy doing the thing. And, you were so beautiful in your cosmic energy forecast and everything. But Jen did a great job with the human design energy types and how to work through. There's a lot happening, everyone. There's a lot happening in the next few months with the cosmic energies. So, and then Cheryl coming in and showing her beautiful, divine iconology. And then, we get a lot. And you guys are my people. This is the type of people that I know and I love and I trust, because you're heart centered and you're here to serve and create, make an impact in people's lives. And it's so important right now because there's just so much chaos happening in the world right now, and people are wobbly. So it's being firm in those foundations, and it all begins with us. How can we be firm in our foundations anywhere else if we're not firm here? So I love that you're even speaking on this. And then you talk about knowing your people. So that's another thing with domestic violence and domestic abuse, is that you get off your path real fast. I mean, it doesn't actually happen slowly over time, but it's really quickly that you're taught not to, or you're conditioned to not even know yourself. So I love that that's actually both of you. It sounds like it's the life's work. It's just connecting with self. I know that's mine. This is exactly how I became a spiral practitioner, was this, it was almost like an urgency I was feeling that I needed to find myself. I need to discover who that was again, because I had no idea. I had no idea who that person was. So beautiful. Jen, did you want to add anything to how the Golden Light Compass was created?
I think Tamara pretty much covered it, but it was just like that. And I think the reason why it's run so smoothly and why everything just came together so organically is because the energies are just right. Like, it just seems like we're all in a place on our path where we're more than ready to serve and bring our gifts fully to the people and to bring something together that actually matters. And the only thing I'll add to that is really that I remember when, the day that the Golden Light Compass, the wording, the idea behind it, how it's going to happen, all came together. And it was literally in an instant. I mean, we have been meeting for, and not just, you think, okay, a couple of months or something. It was probably a bit more than that. But we were constantly, every day we're talking on Boxer and chatting and circling once a week. And so, and then out of nowhere, we're having normal conversation, and it just, in a second, it all came through. It was it's going to be called Golden Light Compass. This is what it's going to be. This is who we're bringing in. This is what it was within 5 minutes. It was so wild. So yeah. That's how we knew it was real and how it was so perfect. Because it was just no, there was never any pressure to try to figure anything out or why we were gathering. It just all of a sudden came together, and it was so perfect. So it was like magic. It really was.
I love it.
That's really how the energies are right now too. Right. And that's how you know when it is divine and your soul it does happen with that much ease.
Yep.
And the resistance isn't there. Right.
Yeah.
And so, when resistance does show up, as we've all experienced, right, we have to look at the root of that, right? Why is that there? And there's such a lack of trust and safety right now that in us coming together, and this is another reason why I feel like it is completely by the divine, and how quickly that we all came together and put this amazing offer together in literally weeks, is because to show, because of people really being in that lack of trust or fear, or kind of in a fog, even, is to really, as we join together in our bright light, which creates an even brighter beacon in that strength and that bond and unconditional love and support, and establishing that new way of being and doing things and connection, that in the heart, we're so transparent. I think on the lives that we've done, there's been, Mercury just went retrograde. So, right, there's like technical stuff that happens, but we're just so authentic and transparent and hearts are wide open. And we've all been through our own healing journeys, that people that resonate, that they do find safety and an ability to begin trusting someone again. Mm-hmm. It's all like Jen's, it's proven everything is energy, and you can feel that even as shut down or disconnected as we can get, because I've experienced that in my life too. It is, there's still a little bit in there that will be like, something doesn't feel right there. It's still there, even as small as it sometimes can be, you can feel it.
Yeah. It is a super exciting time. I'm glad you brought up Mercury retrograde because so many, some people are very advanced in what that all means in this group. And then there's some who are like, I don't know what that is. So Mercury retrograde, do you want to explain? Well, you can go ahead and explain it, Tamara, because I feel like you're the expert there with that. Like, what exactly is Mercury retrograde and how does it affect the people?
I love Mercury retrograde. It really gets a bad rap. It really does. And I've even found, because I do have some clients that were actually born with Mercury in retrograde, and typically it does not really affect them. However, this one already now, Mercury just went retrograde today, but it's been in pre-shadow for a couple of weeks. And right now, Mercury's in Libra. And so going retrograde today, they're like, oh my gosh, because we also have a Pisces full moon that we're on the eve of. And so the energy, everything's amplified, and they're experiencing it, even those that normally don't really feel affected by it. So this one in particular is very interesting in the timing of it, because of Mercury being retrograde in Libra here to begin with, a Pisces full moon, that there is this amplification and illumination of connection with other people. And it's in both ways of the more shadow side of, because there is a lot of illusion and deception out there, right? Shadow side of Pisces, and the light side, connecting more deeply with your soul and your intuition and staying centered in that, can bring great clarity to navigate through this glamour fog, as my guides are calling it. And Mercury being retrograde now in Libra lends an opportunity to, okay, Libra is all about like relationships and balance and harmony, but also justice. And and Libra likes nice things. And so it's like, okay, how can we, because we're moving from the information age into the creation age. And so we're moving into more of a creative matrix program, one that is truly to help you embrace and accept the powerful divine creator that you are. And so this Mercury retrograde begins with, we are all here together. What can we create? How can we create in a bigger, more outside of the box way and break through those limiting beliefs, right? Which, I mean, the timing of all of this, right, is just so divine. And really, get out into the magic zone, and also highlight, it's going to start bringing clarity through on who you do connect with. Like, what is that true soul connection? And are these past karmic connections, which may be kind of coming at people hard right now, like exes showing up, or people from the past, and they're really this is where the illusion and the glamour and the deception starts coming into play. And it's like, those are old habitual patterns in that structure. So we're creating new patterns, right? And more soul-led direction. And so then Mercury's going to move into Virgo in a couple of weeks near the equinox. And so that being, not getting too analytical and micromanage details, because that can happen, but we can reflect on those, right? Staying goal-oriented, but more in like reflecting, okay, and seeing how things worked, or how did that play out? Okay, is that useful to me and serve me now, in moving forward in the direction that I'm feeling called to? It's going to be really beneficial to be connecting in with your heart and your soul and following your feeling, which of course, obviously you and Jen and Cheryl, excellent with her refinement there in being clear with that, right? Rather than where we dive too much into the emotion, right? Staying balanced between our masculine and feminine energies.
Oh, love all of this. I do love all of this. I love how you talked about the glamour fog and then the relationships, because that's really big. Again, with domestic violence, that glamour fog of everything's okay, everything's okay, everything's not okay. No, it's really not okay. Things are not okay. So I like how you are pulling in the cosmic energies to even use them in these ways. So amazing. Okay. We have, let's see, let me check the time real fast. We have just a couple of minutes. So, about 7 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. I wanted to, let's see. I'm getting a lot of downloads right now. That's all you had to do was just start opening up and channeling right there, right? And now I'm like, okay, now I'm in your field. This is what's happening. So I'm trying to just regroup for a second, because thank you for sharing even that piece of you just now, because now everyone will have a little bit of a taste of what that really is. I've been so honored and blessed to be invited into the Golden Light Compass for the first round of the Ultimate Roadmap. And that's actually why I brought you in here, because we've been doing some free events we're in pre-launch mode of this, and we've been doing some free events that have been amazing. Okay, we've done one, and the one has been amazing. So amazing that I said I had to get these women into this group because I want to officially invite everyone in this group to come join us over in the Golden Light Compass and what's happening over there, that Facebook group, and get registered. You actually have to get registered so that you can get the replay of the very first live event that we did, and all the details of the ones that are coming up and everything else. And it was urgent for me to bring you into the group this week specifically because we actually have a special tiered pricing going on. I'm not even going to talk about the pricing, but to know that there's a special tiered pricing. There's also payment plans right now that are phenomenal. And I wasn't quite sure how things were going to go because I knew it was going to be powerful and I knew it was going to be amazing. I just didn't realize how powerful and how amazing this was. So I would like you to talk about the ultimate roadmap offer. Well, first of all, let me just explain, I guess, what the free live events are. The free live events are amazing. It's about an hour, and Tamara goes first, and she does the cosmic energies, and she talks about what's going on. It's going to be some rough waters. Okay. I'm just telling everyone now, from now until the end of the year, there's going to be some really rough waters. And if you're not quite sure on how to navigate through those, it can be such a beautiful time because this is when you gain so much clarity. Just like what Tamara was saying, you gain clarity. Mercury retrograde shows you where you are not in alignment. It's really easy to navigate and shift because it's going to start showing you the stuff right away. It's either going to smack you up against the head and you'll be like, what the heck just happened? Or you're going to know what's happening and then use these energies to work through and navigate. So that's where Tamara, she does her energetic forecast for the week and how to work with that and with the soul and all the things. Then Jen goes into her human design, right? And her genius of human design. She starts talking about how like I'm a generator. She's talked specifically to generators. This is how you are going to be able to navigate. This is how you're going to use your energy type to navigate this week. And then Cheryl, who I'm so excited for you to meet, I think it's next week or the next. She is just this beautiful, I don't know. I feel like Cheryl probably floats around. I don't think she walks. I feel like she floats or something because she's the one that has this divine iconology that is sacred geometry, light codes, all the things. What Tamara has as her background is actually one of her creations. I'm getting like cold chills, like just seeing it and talking about it. But it's infused with energetic light codes and just all kinds of things. And it actually, the one that she showed for the week was actually in motion too. It had movement to it. And I still don't have words to explain it, but you get the divine iconology that you can use and work with as well. You can put it on your phones. You can put it screensavers. For those of you who have altars, people are putting it on their altars. There's so many things. And then I come in. Yeah. Like, there you go.
No words.
Yeah, no words. Because there's so much to it. If you can get lost in it, even just looking at all the things that are in there. I know quite a few of you here in this group actually work with sacred geometry. So you'll want to see this. And she gives it for free every week after the replay or with the replay. So, but then I come in and I do an emotional clearing around everything that just happened. And I do it for the collective. And this time this is why I say I didn't quite realize how powerful this was going to be, but the clearing was rage. And there's so much to have rage about right now, like so much. There has been so much of pushing it down. because so many people are just needing to just get through the day, right? I just have to push it down because I got to get through the day. I have responsibilities. I've got my feet to the ground. I have businesses to run. I have children to take care of. I have, whatever it is. I mean, especially then you bring domestic violence into it. Like that just throws everything else, like spins off. So when that clearing happened and it was rage, I was like, okay, okay, we're not playing around. We're going to move some stuff. And that's why I thought it was so important to get us in here and talk to Red Lotus Life specifically for all of those leaders who are in here and people who are out there. I'll just say it, fighting the good fight, and are out there and serving people and helping people in whatever way they can. Like mental health therapists have like a year wait list because people are just really needing this foundation and the certainty, the security, and the safety in their life right now. So here's the official invitation. I'll put it into the comments and into all the things. Everyone will see it. You'll want to register because that's how Golden Light Compass is putting out all the information for the Facebook group, the lives, all of that. But we're not wrapping up yet. I just had to say that part. I just wanted to say that part first before we actually go into the ultimate roadmap, because that's actually why it's the offer. That's why you all are doing what you're doing. So will you explain, I don't care which one, whoever would like to, like, what is the ultimate roadmap and how did that offer come about? Because I know that you live your life divinely led. So what is it? So you can choose what you want to do. 2 questions. What is it? How did it come about?
I could go. Yeah, I can go. So what is the ultimate roadmap? So the Golden Light Compass is this group of women, us getting together and bringing our energies together to create what's called the ultimate roadmap. So if we look at everything that Lori just said that we offered in the free lives, and then you just take each one of those offerings that we give free in the lives and you amplify them by like 1 million, that would be what you will receive in the ultimate roadmap. So to be more specific with me, for example, what I'll do in the free lives that we do, which there's 2 more coming up on the next 2 Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time and 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. What I do in those free lives, like Laura was just explaining, was just give a small sampling of what you would receive in a human design reading. So I will go way deeper into your human design, and we are going to get right to it as to exactly how you are designed to use your energy every single day. We will go through your energy type, your strategy, your authority, your personality profile, your cross of incarnation, all of your energy gifts. And give you the exact roadmap to how you're designed to use your energy in order to stay super magnetic to all that you desire and be in flow at the same time. And if you are looking to learn more about, let's say, how you show up in your business or professionally, that's when we would shift more into the genius side of human design, which is just the same exact thing, except with a professional touch. It's going to say, hey, this is how you're designed to use your energy every day. And also, if you're in a professional environment, this is how you show up. These are what your energy gifts bring to a professional environment. And with PHS, it's just the primary health system in human design. So it's just a dash of like, hey, this is how your health operates energetically. And so we will touch on everything that you feel is most important to you at this time on your journey. And so we will dive deep into that. And that will be the one-on-one with me. And Tamara will give you your soul blueprint. So she will literally give you all of what Lori was just explaining and 1,000 times more. I can tell you, like, when I had my one-on-one with her, I just had so much clarity and like so much understanding, like a deeper understanding of my soul blueprint. I don't know how to best explain it. I don't know, Tamara, do you want to talk a little bit more about what you do in the ultimate roadmap?
Yeah, sure. When I look into your soul, I see, I'm extremely claircognizant and clairvoyant. And so that is that clear knowing and clear vision and clear sight. And so, and I have this ability to see beyond, see the physical and through any illusion or layers in the physical and beyond into the very depths of your entire being. And knowing that your human self, your human body, you are to embody your soul essence here in the 3D. And so when I am able to see through, do you remember those so back when I was in high school in biology class, and we had those thick textbooks, and there was that section of the human body that had layers, and they were kind of clear pages with pictures, right? And as you layered each page, right, it was like another system. That's kind of how I see things. And so I used that a lot when I did body work. And that's how, more medical intuitive in getting into it, being able to see and being an empath and feeling it in my body. And so that's how I kind of navigate in working with that. But so the soul shows up like a circuit board. And I'm able to see, I am shown what I call codes and your soul gifts that are contained within those codes and what those are, and start bringing clarity and connecting you to that, and also bringing through your astrology, but not only just your natal chart placements, also the current transits, because we want to know even the reconnection and remembering of who you are. It's also, okay, how do we navigate forward in this energy? So I'm going to look at the current transit specifically for you also, in what is going on. And then I bring through tools, is the mentorship piece, tools to help you navigate through this. Yeah. I'm it's and other things drop in. Sometimes I do live channeling.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I feel like that's probably the tip of the iceberg of what you'll get with Tamara whenever you meet with her. But the beauty of this ultimate roadmap, so then you also get with Cheryl too. So you get one-on-one sessions with each of us, and Cheryl is, you two can talk about Cheryl because
so amazing.
Cheryl is next level. I like to say that she's a next level seer in terms of her, because she's actually a projector in human design. So a little bit about projectors in human design is they're only 20 to 22% of the planet, and they really can see things in a way that nobody else can see them. They see things from this very projected viewpoint. So with Cheryl, we aligned it perfectly so that Cheryl would be the last person that you see on the ultimate roadmap path. And so she would be the last person that you see, because she is going to be able to take all of the information gathered from your human design, your energetic blueprint, your soul blueprint with Tamara. And now you know why I had her explain it, because it's so, it's hard to put human words to what she does. So I just wanted to shift that to her. But with Cheryl, she really is a next level seer in terms of she's able to gather all of that information and then kind of tell you okay, this is what's happening in your personal life. This is what's happening in your business life. Now, this is how you get to where you want to be. And that was one of the biggest, mind-blowing pieces that I got out of having my sessions with her, is that I was able to tell her like, yeah, this is what I want with my business, or this is what I want with my personal life. But she was able to say like, okay, but this is how you get there. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, you're right. If I just did this, this, and this, like I could actually open up that flow and that gateway to be able to achieve what it is that I'm wanting to achieve in a very short amount of time, because projectors are extremely efficient. They're able to see into people and systems and businesses and be able to find shortcuts basically, and be able to show you how things can operate more efficiently. So with Cheryl, not only will you be receiving all of what I just mentioned with her, but you will also be receiving your own specific divine iconology. And I feel like we've been talking a lot about divine iconology, and people are like, okay, cool. What is that? But it really is an image that literally is channeled into Cheryl, and she creates it. And she's sort of putting images to these energy vibrations that she's feeling. And that's sort of coming through in this divine iconology. So I showed you a little bit on my phone of what I had. You can see what's behind Tamara, but that's just like 1% of what she does. It's just, you have to just be able to see it to see what we're talking about. It's so next level. So I'm just going to say that if you want to see it right now, you can go to elemental.wisdom 444 on all the things, social media and website and all that. And, you could click right on there and see what we're talking about, but you will receive your own specific divine iconology for that completion of the ultimate roadmap. And that's will be a bow, putting, a bow on everything that you have been navigated through on that path of the ultimate roadmap, with going through the four of us, one-on-ones with us.
Yeah. And then I have been so excited because they've brought me in to bust through all those limiting beliefs. And I know there's quite a few of you that don't even know who I am. And you're probably like, who is this girl doing this live stream right now? But it's, I'm an advanced spiral practitioner, and my genius is literally breaking through limiting beliefs. Like I can just get right to the root and be like, okay, we're not messing around at surface stuff. Let's just get right to let's get to the problem here. And I love it, especially because domestic violence is my jam, like domestic violence and human trafficking, and unweaving the conditioning that's happened there. So as our world is in this timeline right now where we're shifting into this new way of being, which is so exciting, it's been so fun to literally unweave that, right? And so just getting back to the clearing session that we did the other day in the group, I was like, for the live event, you guys want to do that? It's not too late. Hit the replay on that. But it's like, I keep reflecting on it because, of course, there's so much rage that has been like brewing, right? What happens when we get stuck in rage? We usually don't act. That's usually what happens. We don't act and we get stuck. It's almost like this huge distraction, right? But the second that you can unweave rage from whatever, I think it was romantic love, right? So it was either intimate, which is funny, Tamara, intimate or romantic relationships, or your soul flame, right? Your soul passion, that inner light that is who you are. And so when you can unweave that energy and that emotion from whatever is going on in your life, wow, that opens up so much bandwidth and so ways to expand, so many ways to expand and to actually move forward. So when we're talking about the ultimate roadmap, it's like, holy cow, if we did all that in one event, I am just blown away with what's going to happen in people's lives in doing the ultimate roadmap. So we are inviting you right now to come and join us into the live events that are happening pretty much all through September. I think the last one's on the 21st, right?
21st, yeah.
The 21st, I think. But we are popping into the group and we're doing different things all throughout. It's really nice having the four of us, because you have all four of us going in there and doing different things throughout the month of September. There's already been huge impacts and huge transformations that are starting to happen. So even if you just joined the free stuff that's going on right now, you do the work, you're going to be in a different place. You're going to be in a different place in October. But I also invite you to, and this is why I say I had an urgency to get in the group because of the tier 1 special pricing that's going on. I think it's like $200 off or something like that. Like, it's super affordable. There's also payment plans. And I didn't want the people here to miss out, because if I would have had these things in my life when I had first gotten out of my relationship, the toxic and domestic violence relationship, I wouldn't have wasted, I think it was 17 years of also repeating a pattern of going into toxic relationship after toxic relationship. But if I would have had these tools, like the human design, knowing exactly who I am and how I'm designed to live, being connected to my soul blueprint, knowing exactly who I am, and connected to my intuition, having Cheryl's wisdom of like, here you go, this is where you want to go. By the way, all the projectors in here, there's been someone locally that does human design as well. I don't know if she did a workshop. I don't know who it was, to be honest with you, but I keep hearing over and over again that projectors are bummed out that they're projectors because of what she taught there. She actually said projectors were annoying. So I love that you said projectors are geniuses and they have this like laser focus to like and they're super efficient. He was saying they're just all over the place and they're annoying. And so all the projectors in the group were saying, oh, but no, projectors are amazing and they're geniuses. And so I'd like you to actually come over and even experience what a projector is like in Cheryl. And I'm so excited to introduce her to the group in a little bit. So I know this was a little long. I apologize, but these two beauties just have so many gifts to offer. And I really just wanted to share their spirit and their energy here in the group too. So was there anything else that you wanted to add before we close up?
But I'm just really that I'm excited to have spent this time in Red Lotus Life. And thank you to everyone who is watching and spending your energy and your time here with us, and just so much gratitude.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, I know we're all around the world and people have been popping in and out. So just if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be coming back to check. Jen's in the group. Tamara's in the group. We'll be checking these. Please join us. I invite you to come and join us over in the Golden Light Compass and be part of what we're doing, even if it's just to watch, because I'm amazed. I'm amazed by the people who are participating already over there. I mean, there's been talk about going to a rage room and stuff like that. And I love that. Like, those are so fun. Yes, let's go do that. Let's go break some stuff. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about everything and the impact that we're having over there. So thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you over there. Next Wednesday is the next live event. It's not too late to do the first one and get caught up to do the second one, because the second one's going to be, we're just going to build on each one. It's going to be powerful. So, all right. Thank you, both of you, Jen and Tamara. I'll put all the ways that you can connect with these two in your own way in the group. And I just thank you. Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye.
And live your life today. It doesn't matter what they say.